good song.
Yeah, Queen.
That's one of my favorite songs.
David Bowie.
Under Pressure. Classic song. What is going on, everybody? Back with another episode. Last week's episode was a banger. Back again, of course, every Wednesday for the last 51 weeks.
Jeez.
No days off. Guaranteed Wednesday by 3 o'clock. You're going to listen to the Undergated Podcast, presented to you by the Undergated Network. These three voices and potentially more later on down the line. Maybe. Not like a permanent seat, though. But neither here nor there. I am Coop at It's Coop on Instagram. I have my fellas GUNPLA Tesseract and CD Chloe's dad. And we are the Undergated Network. And this is the Undergated Podcast. Of course, as always, before we get started, fellas, how has your week been? Austin, how's your week been, man?
It's going all right, not too bad. After hearing about the third seat or maybe more, my contract, I have to check to make sure it's not up for this 1 year anniversary. No, I'm messing with you.
I thought you was see all the problems you have going on. I was like, man, I hope this motherfucker ain't saying he's about to lose his job.
I know, right? I just keep coming over and over again. I found out my car this week was broken and failed state inspection, so now I got to drop an enormous amount of cash into it. Yeah, but her back is broken, so I got to take her into the shop and get a new one. But yeah, besides that, it's been all right. It's been all right. It's actually been very chill, compared to all the craziness that's happened for the past couple weeks. And I'm in the new place. As you can see, it is the Gundam Aerial.
That's what's up, man. He's at the hangar. He is inside the hangar. That's where
the hangar, right? And I mean, the rent's not too bad for the hangar. The electricity costs you would never believe. But yeah, everything's going all right. How about you, CD?
Same, man. I feel you with the car issues. I got up the other day to go turn my car on, and then my engine and it started shaking. And yeah, so car issues. I feel you on that. But other than that, man, it's been good. One of two teams here that are undefeated. Coop will represent the other one, but it was a good time enjoying some football, the family, and just kicking back. And I've been waiting for this episode, man. 51 weeks in, we are this close to a year, and I can't believe it.
Sheesh, that's wild. That's wild, man. My week, man, it's been chill. It's been real chill. It feels like another just 7 days. I'm trying to think of anything crazy. Nothing too crazy. Little mama had cheerleading on Saturday, chilled out on Sunday. Been binge watching this show. I don't know if y'all know about it, called Yellowstone. It's
heard about it.
It's like modern cowboys and Indians mixed with like. It's really good. You got Kevin Costner in it, the bodyguard. Or I might be dating myself, but the bodyguard. Kevin Costner in it. But the missus and I, we've been enjoying that. Been actually, you can see behind me getting ready to move. So breaking down everything, slow creep, and got boxes, got these 3 containers have PG pieces. So I have to make sure none of those pieces get lost. Those are that's the perfect grade Banshee back there. Slow, really, really slow creep. But everything's kind of slowing down. And once we get into the new place and the holidays and stuff get going, that's when I can really kind of dive back into it. I've been itching to get back into this PG. But other than that, man, it's been chill. It's been chill, man. So let us know in the comments, how's y'all week been? We always want to know how everybody's week been. We get some people that comment and let us know how their week has been. We want to hear from everybody that listens, what's going on and what's your mental state and stuff like that. So we're gonna have a
staple on the podcast, man. This has been
absolutely. And we're gonna enjoy this one, man. This is one we're gonna bring in a year in review. Great way to end off the year because not end off the year, but get ready to end off the year, right? Because we have a lot of kit announcements, and we're just gonna go back and talk about some of our favorite times on this pod, man. I mean, from the start of it all the way to even just last episode having Studio G. That's mind-blowing from where we started and where we are now, fellas. So let's go ahead and get going. We're gonna make everything kind of quick. the little stuff, because there's a lot of kits that were announced. Building and breaking down that backlog for me. I'm kind of building a backlog of camera lenses, man, which is expensive, but it's worth it. So I picked up a new camera lens. This is a 16 millimeter Sony. So it's a kind of more a wide angle. So now I have a wide angle, medium, and tight angle, or tight. So, and I picked up an ND filter. So this is that ND filter that's sitting on top of the lens. What an ND filter does is pretty much sunglasses for your lens. So anytime you lower your aperture or the f-stop to get that blurry background, more light comes in. So it might make the picture more brighter, and you're like, man. So the more you take away the blurry background, the darker the picture it gets. So this allows it to be sunglasses, so I can keep it at a low aperture with the blurry background and still have a dark background.
Without getting all the extra light into it, that's tough.
Correct, without getting all the extra light into it. But other than that, figure kits, nothing. Just this camera lens and this ND filter, and I'm ready to get back to taking some shots, kind of wrapping everything up for this what the GBWC at Hobbytown.
GBWC, ODO, we got a whole bunch of stuff coming up.
Exactly. But that's all I got. What about you, fellas? What about
Austin,
you, CD? Oh, Austin?
Oh, CD. No, you go ahead, go, CD. You go ahead, go.
Yeah, I got a couple of things in. I want to say shout out to my guys on Instagram. Let me pull it up so I can give them the proper shout out. I believe it's Zealous Hanger. He's the plug, been the plug for a few things, so shout out to him. And then shout out to my guy 504 Kagoki. I don't know how to say it, but they both have been itching and pushing me into getting into these minifigs. They both do some dope work. So we've talked to Gundams, but now I'm in their inboxes blowing up about minifigs. So I picked up some Warhammer stuff to get really into my hand painting thing. So this was pretty dope. It was like $30. Came with 3 figs and like 6 different Citadel paints. So got the paints here, and then the minifigs come on little sprues like a Gundam would, and you just kind of stack them together. So I'm trying to branch out a little bit and test some other things out. It's just pretty dope, though. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It's pretty dope.
Dog, some Warhammer photography, and I know. And before my fault, Austin cut you off. Before you get going, Warhammer seems like it'd be pretty dope, especially if you get into it, because they do like the dice and stuff too, right?
Yeah, it's a tabletop.
It's a tabletop game.
Full of characters,
man, that could probably be so. I can only imagine like a nice cold night somewhere, and like you go into Hobbytown and they're running like Warhammer 40K from 7 to close or 5 to close, and you're like, you know what? I'm just gonna go there and chill out. And you got all your
it looks lit, dog. And the painting, like the detail work that I see these guys do on these shit is wild. So shout out to anybody that does this. Don't be surprised if you see me getting into a little more of these. And then the other thing I did pick up, everyone was messing with the Shenlong back here. So I decided, why not do some more wing kits? So I did pick up this. So this is the next in the EW version of these high grades. So be on the lookout for a Sandrock coming.
So you're doing EW Sandrock?
EW Sandrock, yes sir.
EW Sandrock high grade. So the EW colors. The movie.
Yeah, and we're gonna find some burlap. We're gonna find some burlap. We're gonna figure it out.
Hey! Don't let all the secrets out, buddy.
Question for you guys: did they ever release an EW Sandrock in high grade, or is it only master grade?
Long time ago. Yeah, with the movies.
No grade.
Yeah, probably like 2000. It had the box art. It had, you've seen it. You've seen the box
red,
art. Yeah, with the red and they had all of them. Targies. I would love to get my hands on them new. Yeah. Speaking of that, Serpent. We'll talk a little bit more about that. Gotcha. Go ahead, Austin. What you got?
So I did get 2 things. Unfortunately, they're not GUNPLA specific, but they are GUNPLA related. So one thing I did get was the new issue of Hobbytown. I don't know if you guys can see that very well, but Hobbytown, Japan.
Hobby Link Japan. It's the Hobby Link Japan, not Hobbytown.
I'm sorry, not Hobbytown. No, it's just Hobby Japan. I'm sorry, just Hobby Japan. Hobby Japan magazine. You guys know I've been collecting these, so I got the August edition, and I was pretty happy to get that in stock. And this one's really just all about literally just tips and tricks. Like there's a whole guide about how mixing paints, tools.
Hold on. You got the August one, which was last month. Where the hell did you get a recent one?
Yeah, August 2023.
Where did you get a recent one from, Austen?
So Trilogy Comics. I went in there and they have their new comic book releases, and on their shelf of new releases, this bad boy was just sitting there. And as you can see, the whole theme is 5-star stories as well in this one. Yeah, it was just there, and I was like, oh, great timing. I'll go ahead and swipe that up. And yeah. And I just left the whole place just whistling, just like do 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 do. Today's a good day, and Coop doesn't have it. Right, and just got in my car and drove away. But yeah, so Hobby Japan.
That's what's up, man.
Coop, you live close by me now, so if you want to borrow it, just let me know.
Yeah, I told my girl yesterday. She was like packing up stuff. I said, "Hold on, don't put those in there. They have like 5 of your books." I was like, "Hold on, I got to get those back to Austen." So I got 5 of your books I need to swap out for you, like the library.
Got you. Alrighty, and then the big one, guys. Now this isn't the major super one I was planning on getting. I'm getting that down the road later at a later date, but it's going to take a little bit longer. But in the meantime, a buddy of ours at Hobbytown, of course, I'm blanking on his name now. Of all places,
a buddy, Ben.
Yeah, Ben. All right, Ben. So Ben, shout out to him. Airbrush.
No.
And it's a portable airbrush. So, it's a tiny one. It's nothing fantastic or spectacular. It literally is just this.
Yeah.
It has a little push button there that starts it.
It's a start. Damn right.
Right, and you have the little thing you press there to have it, and there's a needle inside. So, hey, I have an airbrush now.
My man excited. He said there's a little thing you press here. There's a needle inside.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm excited for you, Austen.
Yeah, I have yet to figure out how to open this top part to put paint in it. Oh, never mind. You just twist it. Look at that. All right, there you go. And then, yeah, so it's in there. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I have an airbrush now. So
get you some SDs.
Yeah, yep. That's something to practice. And I have some entry grades in there I can probably use. And F in the chat for the Rattle Gang. Sorry, Rattle Gang. I'm still be using Rattle Can
until all of them are empty.
Yeah, until all of them are empty, because I put a pretty good amount of money in them. So you best believe I'm going to get my money's worth out of them. But yeah, so I got an airbrush. So your boy is now upgraded now to a slight one. So some high grades I'm going to work on first before I get on the master grade. But yeah, that means that Faz Verka is now on the docket officially.
The Faz Verka is now on the docket. We got to be official though. We got to have a booth and maybe the real
and a mask.
And a mask.
I got a mask. I saw the booths on Amazon, the waterfall booth that I want to pick up, because I was like, I can get that. Yeah.
So Austen, just go ahead and get you waterfall booth.
That's what me and CD. Hey, brother, let him get the waterfall. That's on him. If you want to be zenned out.
Okay.
I saw a video on YouTube and a guy who had a completely black room, and he had that waterfall booth that was like the size of a computer desk, and he turned it on, and I was like, all right, I want that. I'll get that.
Sheesh,
you can imagine with this tiny little airbrush, just just have Niagara Falls in front of me, just
exactly. But no, that's what's up, man. That's dope to hear that you're getting the progress, right? Like it was again a year in a review. If we real quick, because at the beginning, if y'all don't know, whoever might be new to listening, because we picked up some decent amount people from that last episode. Austen's been using Rattle Can for his kits, and
all of his work
is if you go check out his page, all of that's Rattle Can. So this is a glorious day for the pod, because this Crown him. It's about to get. It's about to start looking crazy. It's about to start looking crazy.
With
Next up,
great responsibility.
What's cooking? What we have working on? Photos, kits, figures, whatever the case may be. For me, not a whole lot. Like I said, I got some GBWC stuff, but I just been kind of like packing, man. I've been packing in just this past week, so it's not a whole lot of stuff that I've been working on. I don't know if I showed y'all this. I kind of messed it up, but it's cool. It's cool. Shout out to the homie Grips, Vulcan Hobby. He has a 3D printer. I can't remember. Did I show y'all the garbage cans?
I don't remember them.
So he 3D printed me 2 garbage cans because I need them for like. I always feel like props enhance the photo, right? So we got 2 garbage cans.
Ooh.
Yeah, to make the backdrop and everything else look kind of crazy. So this is one of them. The second one's somewhere. So we got a brick wall, garbage cans. I'm learning how to make like fake chain link fences and stuff like that. So the diorama we're getting there. We're getting there for the 1/12 figures and stuff like that, Marvel Legends and SH Fig Art. So that's about it. So shout out to Vulcan, man. I forgot that. I might have. If I haven't, man, shout out to you, man.
Also, our boy Vulcan might. So this is just a might. So I'm not even sure if this is. You know what? Maybe I should keep it under wraps. But he might be showing up to. Yeah. I'll tell you. He might be showing up to one show here in the future that we may be here. So I
did hear that.
Yeah, we might meet him in person.
That'd be crazy.
Yep. But
that's all I have.
Me, I have just about nothing. I've been unpacking still, and still need to get my couch back. Yay! And then once I got that, I'm good. And that would be what's cooking. Austin's apartment, and the pizza I have in the oven. That's cooking too.
Right now,
CD? No, of course not. I turned it off. Wait. Yeah, I turned it. Nah. Hey, CD, what you got, buddy? You hold it down.
Hopefully, you're right. Your house doesn't burn down that you just got. Honestly, man, not too much. I did try to paint one of these guys back to the drawing board. So I'm working on these, and then I'm not gonna get too close, but I've been working on the sand rock, scribing up a little bit. Hopefully, I'll have it scribed by the end of the week and primes. So be looking out for some prime photos. That's my little go-to now. And then I snap together shot, crazy prime shot, and then a finished piece. So that's all I got working on so far.
That's what's up, man. I mean, and with the Warhammer, you have, which is crazy, right? Because that's like in-depth painting. Like you have to get like paint for contrast, paint for
exactly.
Yeah,
it's in the brush like. The tip is almost, it's just like you're just literally painting with the tip. Like on the other ones, I can get a full stroke in. This one is just pause. Crazy.
The tiniest detail, like a little gold like chain that he has around his neck, and you're just like,
boop. Yeah. But what you know, because with those, you have to like get black, and then you have to get another paint for underneath, and then you have to get another paint for the overall coat that leads up to it. They have like a whole chart at Hobbytown. I was looking, I was like, damn, because Kenneth, shout out to Kenneth, he was like, yeah, if you want green, but this green is not going to look right if you put it over this. So it's like, you have to get this to put it at that. I'm like, damn.
It's crazy. Funny. Sends you 6 paints though with this set, which is, I was like, damn, I get six paints, 3 minifigs, and a brush for $30. So if anyone's looking to get into it, try it out. Can't beat it.
You can't beat that. Well, that's what's up, fellas. Let's go ahead and dive into what's new. There's a lot of stuff that has been announced recently, and we're gonna talk about it because some pockets might be hurting, man. Some pockets might be hurting. And of course, we always use GUNPLA Nerd. Shout out to him or her or whomever. Want to give credit where credit is due.
We should have them on next time.
I know. Where are they getting this information from?
If you're listening to this, you want to come on the pod, dude?
Let's see. I think last time we ended it off, we're going to make it kind of quick. Yeah. So here's the Black Luster Soldier from Yu-Gi-Oh! This is a cop for me. I can see it's been a while since I wanted anything. I can see some shots. It's been a while since I wanted anything outside of a Gundam kit or a kit. This has been.
Hey,
I might pull.
some,
I might pull an Andy. Shout out to Andy. I might spray it on. I might just spray paint the runner and just spray paint gold and just paint it on the runner.
Austen has sent us that video of the Exodia. Like these Yu-Gi-Oh kits have been going crazy.
Right. Yeah. Right. The Black Luster Soldier, or they call this one a Soldier of Chaos. The Black Luster Soldier definitely looks pretty dope, and it's a cop for me for sure. I don't know about y'all because y'all haven't really dabbled in. Gotcha. Next up, we got some. Okay. All right. Cool. Brief. We got some. What is this, Austen?
It's a unmanned combat aerial vehicle from what's the project called? Project Kalavanuskina or Kalavin.
Is this an anime?
Honestly, I have no idea. I believe this is just art, like concept art that somebody has made, and they decided to make a kit out of it. It looks like something out of Ace Combat 3 Electrosphere. Yes, Ace Combat's in this podcast as well every time, baby. But yeah, it looks like it's something straight out of there.
Ace Combat's in every episode, like the greetings, dog. It's 50 for 50, 50 for 50.
Yeah, at this point, it's synonymous with the Undergated Podcast. We should have Bandai Namco on next time. Be like, hey, we mention you all the time. But no, this plane is this actually looks really cool to me. I kind of want this because it reminds me of a couple anime that, like, I forgot what the anime's name, but it starts with a Y, about a fighter jet that gets like an AI system in it. But this all looks pretty cool. I don't know if this is even coming to the US. I believe it's a Chinese manufacturer that's making this. So if it comes to the US, I'm picking this up. But otherwise, yeah, it's a cool thing. But I don't understand exactly where it's from except the concept art.
Okay.
We already talked about it last time.
We did?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
This is the Thunderbolt. Okay, yeah. Just gonna make it real quick. Is this a cop for y'all?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
But we're waiting to see if it drops in price.
Yes. That's crazy. Oh, this is the one that has like those rail guns, right?
Yeah. That's the rail gun. We had a single one.
We're waiting for the price drop. Boo! I turned this anime on for 30 seconds and turned it off.
This is the Daisy Org Alter.
Look in the show. I turned it off. Bro. I said I can't look at this shit.
Somebody told me it's actually not bad. Like the actual writing's pretty good, but they said just the mech designs, in their opinion, don't look that cool. And but all the characters in it are pretty cool. But the mech designs, nah.
So I didn't get past the intro.
Oh, this is a full mechanics. Somebody did a full mechanic rebuild, which is crazy. Damn, that shit looks good. Golly.
Exactly like it.
Damn, you would think they're coming out with this kit.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's built. That's half bitten. That's wild.
Then we have the Kamen Rider. I know CD was a big Kamen Rider fan.
Nah, pass this. We don't want the one. The one I want is in that newest drop. We don't want this one. Top 5. I think we've seen this one too.
Yeah, we did. And I want the master grade, not the 144 scale.
And this is the P Bandai 144 Rizal Defense B unit, high grade. Austen wants the master grade of this. I don't know why he just won't cop the high grade and just paint it and freak it.
Because it's inferior. Because it's inferior. Damn. That's why.
Yeah. Gotcha. Next up, we have some Gundam Converge, P Bandai Gundam Converge. I kind of want this. Is what you call it? It's been growing on me. I'll tell you that.
With the Caliban?
The Caliban. I'll give y'all credit. This again, it gives me like the feels of a unicorn. This is an all white, like monochrome suit. So
that was literally people's first assumption of it. Yeah.
Yeah. If this is a 3-pack, we all got to go in on it.
So this is a Black TriStar's what?
This is a Black TriStar Joint Gundam High Mobility. I don't know. It looks like a Gundam Converge.
$72.99.
We can split that.
$72?
Yo, come on, fellas.
72?
What would you say?
You're not spending $25 for that shit.
Dog, but what if we somehow get undergated decals? That'd be nuts. That'd be nuts.
That'd be cool.
Why don't we just each individually buy a master grade, which is cheaper than this, and then just build master grades with it, or high grade? High grades combined would be cheaper than this.
Yeah, I guess so, man. Y'all ain't no fun, man. So So here's more of that build. Damn, I say build fighter. I'm sorry. Kamen Rider.
Might as well be. You don't want this one.
Figurize type speed. It does look pretty dope. It does look pretty dope.
I didn't realize they're doing all of the mainline Kamen Rider suits too, which is dope. I think they only
Which is crazy because Marvin from Hobbytown, shout out to him, did say that they are working on P Bandai now picked up the Kamen Rider belts. So we might be getting a whole lot of more Kamen Rider stuff on P Bandai.
Dang.
So this is the P Metal Builds Smashi Nation. Sheesh. Double Zeta 24,000 yen. What is that?
That is $240.
200. That's a lot. This is the metal build.
It looks tough as hell though.
It looks so dope.
It does. It's going to be at a convention and Austin's going to pick it up in person.
No. There needs to be a model kit. You know me. I don't buy figures.
You almost bought the, what you call it though?
I did. I almost did.
The Gundam metal composite.
Yeah, New Gundam.
New Gundam. Yeah.
Or High New Gundam. Yeah. And then I almost bought the metal build Sosby, but then I figured out that was $4,000.
There you go. This one's staring me dead in my face. But not for 90. I'd rather just get the high grade.
Yeah, the high grade's just the high grade I heard it's still the best thing they got. So
build a note. I don't know what that. More pictures, glam shots of the Chaos Soldier, the Black Luster Soldier, which is crazy again.
Oh, man. Never watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Y'all are way better experts than me in this.
This
looks like Bloodborne.
This is definitely a cop.
This is Joey Wheeler's card.
This was Yugi's card. He wound up. I think it was. He had to sacrifice I think one of the first ritual cards. He had to sacrifice two to some.
Side note: whenever Yu-Gi-Oh sacrificed a monster, didn't he look like sad, like really depressed, like I'm sorry, like that? Aren't they holograms? I always thought that was weird. Like for the little snippets I saw, and I was like, "What are they real monsters? Is he really killing them and just summoning something else?" Or
could be, man. Let the imagination run, Austin. Damn. Then we have the Hunter's Wolf from Zoids.
Pat Labor.
That's a pass, right? We pass on this
Pat
one.
Labor. It's Pat Labor.
Yeah.
CD.
No.
Okay.
No. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're passing that. Yeah, we're passing on that. Then we have G-frame high mobility type camper. God, dog. So this is that G-frame line.
It's P Bandai too.
So. Yeah, it's P Bandai.
It does look interesting, but it's $57
for a G-frame.
It
might be a big G-frame though. It might be big. It might be.
For those who are not in the know and listening, the G-frame is smaller than a 1/44 scale. So take your hand. Spread out your hand and put your pinky to your thumb. Halfway there, stop, and that's about the height of a G-frame.
Yeah, but this might be a little bit decent. This has to be. I mean, look at the pack. Look at the.
I've been seeing people paint them. They look pretty dope, painted, inscribed, and shit. Like
that's one thing. I got the size to be shout out to Austin to do that. So then we have the P band. Is this from?
It's that one.
When I see that.
Mech.
Yeah, it's a bug mech.
I'm okay.
There's an anime for it.
This is a P Bandai Dunebine from I don't know what show is this. Aura Battler.
Yeah, bro. All the suits look like bugs, different beetles and shit like that.
P Bandai SH Fig Arts Kamen Rider release. This is the I don't know
Shin.
Shin. No, this ain't Shin.
Isn't it Shin Kamen Rider?
It looks like it. This is the beta augment. Oh, it is Shin. My fault. You're right, Austin. Shin. You're right. When I was thinking of the scarf. My fault. It is. This looks pretty dope for military S. Yeah, right there with this SMG out there.
It looks like a Kamen Rider real type color edition.
Literally, real type Kamen Rider.
Robot Spirit again. Good Smile Company, Madroid. Is this that line y'all built? What's that?
This is, I think, from a show.
Yeah.
The Line Barrel Overdrive.
Line Barrel Sins. It's an anime.
It's a pass. New Kamen Rider. Oh, yeah. This looks tough. Looks tough.
I'm locked in on this one for sure. This is.
And here we go. One of the kind of crazy announcements is, which makes sense. We knew it was coming eventually. Is the Natalay 100, which is the regular main suit of the Virtue. So this is a Gundam base exclusive, which Gundam base should be coming up in a couple of weeks. So get your money ready for that. But this is the Gundam base exclusive Natalay. Is a cop for you? I know Austen's not copping it.
I already have a Virtue.
Yeah.
And
so would the Virtue be a mobile armor? This is
no,
armor?
No, the Virtue would technically be, I guess you could say, the full armor version of the Natalay.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know why they're doing this, other than they had a whole bunch of Natalays or Virtues left over, and they just want to sell the Virtue and then sell the armor bits separately on P Bandai, but with like different colors.
I was thinking that we was talking about that. I don't think, but you think they'll do that?
Yeah. At this point,
if they're doing this,
shoot, yeah, they're doing this. Yeah, we're stopping them from saying, "Hey, you got that Natalay? Guess what? We have the Virtue armor parts, but they're clear Virtue armor parts. But you know, if you already have a Virtue, there's no point in buying it. Those people who just bought the Natalay.
Clear Virtue parts would be crazy. Clear Virtue parts would be nuts.
But they're going to screw it up and put that dumb 00 sparkly bits of confetti in the middle of it, and then make it shiny clear.
Ooh, metal built. Y'all already know what that is.
Sazabi. No, wait, Panther.
And here it is. This month. Not for 400 though. I don't know if I can rock with 400.
The shot of it on his stomach, dog.
It's crazy. You
Having
think what is this? SD soft vinyl pass. Again, a vinyl fig.
Very big one though.
With some 30-minute missions, extended armament vehicle, a horse.
Yep.
We're gonna pass on that, right?
They're doing a whole Knights in Armor magic thing now.
I heard about that.
Minutes.
I heard that they go more towards mythical creatures.
Yeah, they're making some weird moves, but I guess and market that's untapped. Attack it.
I wonder if Bandai's somebody's gonna try to drop. Would you, if the anime is dope, would y'all, if they drop an anime for 30-minute missions, would y'all go back and pick up kits?
Nope. No.
10-4.
Same reason why you don't have any 30-minute missions. Coop. Too many hard points.
Yeah. Look at that. That looks wild, man.
Look at that face.
This got to be one of the ugliest.
It's just a recolor.
144. No, this is standard release. 30-minute mission. Asbesto Gamma. Red, burgundy, purple.
I have this exact kit. It's just in white and gray. This is a recolor.
Yeah, look, it's just a red one that comes with both weapons.
Somebody said Gundam Estrella. Exactly.
So it's just red one that comes with both weapon sets. Yeah, exactly. Same thing here.
How does this look intimidating? Another 30-minute missions. 4 Stria. It's purple, it's blue. I don't know.
This is another recolor for. Are they now just doing recolors for the 30-minute mission kits?
They might.
And actually, it's cash grab all holiday season.
Here we go. This might be up Austen's lane. We have a 30-minute missions Acebury Type C. Didn't we talk about this a couple weeks ago? But it was another one, Type A and B.
The pink and blue one, or pink and purple.
Yeah, Kotobukiya is making something similar to this. But yeah, this actually does look pretty cool. I could see you turning this into like a Mega Man set.
That'd be pretty dope.
Yeah.
Another 30-minute missions. They make the picture look dope. Provital.
It's the Cross Dragon, dog. I don't want that shit.
Cross Dragon. I like that.
Then we got some decal, some metallics 3D stickers. Ever since like the Unleashed came out, I guess this is like the PG Unleashed. This is kind of like the thing to go to now. These metallic stickers.
You can see using them on the beam rifle cameras. Just like on the camera.
Yeah, that's the only thing I think of.
Yeah, or you can use the jewel or that, and that would be pretty good. But yeah, that's better.
Because if you want to, Yeah, I guess you would have to top coat everything first and then put this on last. This
would be the last thing. Yeah, this would be the last thing. And then on top of that, I would never feel secure with it. I think it would always feel like it's going to pop off.
Right. Then we have another 30-minute missions, optional part set, vernier and multi-joints to add on to your 30-minute missions. I don't know who out there, to be honest, I don't see a whole lot of people building these 30-minute missions for it to be still around, which is crazy. I don't even see a lot of people on Instagram.
To be dropping this many.
Let us know in the comments. Do y'all build these? Are these 30-minute missions something y'all go, yo? I feel like you're just a model kit builder if you really enjoy this. Like you just want mech. But that's just me.
I've seen a ton of really great custom builds, and people will take these and make some wild stuff because it's kit bash on easy mode. But my gosh, there's got a lot of parts, bro. And I every time they release one of these new parts, I just keep thinking that time they spent making that could have been time you made like a leg for a revive of a high grade kit we wanted. Like that's all we that could have done it. So
he scrapped his whole line and gave us more Gundams.
30-minute fantasy. So this is what we were talking about. 2024 summer rollout. It's going to be knights. It's going to be dragons. It's going to be everything you see.
Goblins,
ghouls. I don't know, man. It's a reach.
That master grade serpent you guys have been asking for. This is what died for it. Yeah, that serpent died for it. So just remember that.
So we have 30-minute mission sisters. Now this is a cop for Austen. No.
Nah, I gotta see what the second armor looks like. It does look cool, but I gotta see what the second armor
does look pretty dope. 30-minute missions option part set. Guess what? A face blush. Oh damn! This is a whole kit.
It's the middle part. Yeah, the whole torso, legs, arm, or not torso and arms, but yeah, the thighs and the shoulders.
Oh wow!
You need the actual legs and arms.
Legs and arms for what? At that point, you might as well just make this a whole kit. You got to build everything.
Yeah, how do you give us 3/4 of a kit and then not just skip the arms and legs?
I've purchased 2 of those, and just to combine them to make one other kit. So you in turn have to buy 3 kits to make one kit. Sheesh. It's called double dipping, ladies and gentlemen.
And Bandai's good for it. Here we go, another 30-minute options part.
The chin strap, huh?
Oh, that was something. It'd be dope. Again, futuristic. If you want to go for that look. Not your forte. That's a pass, Austen.
Yeah, I like their earlier designs.
All right, I'm trying to run through a couple of these. Here's the kit of the year, baby. Kit
you posted
of
that poll on IG, Coop, and it looked like it was like 50% saying this could be and 50 saying this wasn't or something else.
Chill.
So we'll see that.
So it fought against 2 other options. This is kit of the year. Look at this.
We gotta see. We gotta see. Once again, you're too quick on the draw.
Do you see that?
I see it. I'm just saying. Enough said.
Enough said.
Enough said.
And here is the multi-builder case. It's going to be a cop. This is definitely a cop.
For people who have problems like storing their 144s, this is definitely a cop.
Hell, you'd be able to score a high. You should be able to fit 1 master grade.
I don't know what the height. I mean, you could turn it landscape.
Or landscape.
But the thing is, the shelves don't work then because there's no there to put the landscape.
You can only do 1 master grade at that point.
Yeah, and at that point, it's not worth it. I would need mine to hold at least 3.
Damn. You know that's on its way then. But I'm going to probably cop this, maybe two of them a month. Because I was telling CD, if I could put figures in here, you know what I'm saying?
Anything to stop me from just throwing shit in just different things. Like this is anything.
The metal build camphor looks nuts, looks crazy. Hopefully they come out with a 2.0. What just a master grade form of this. Some Gundam Converge. Johnny Ridden returns with the Johnny Ridden Gelgoog. All the Ace pilots.
Yeah, the one on the left was another Ace Pilot suit.
We have Gundam Converge again, Argama class assault cruiser. What is this? This wasn't even. Was this in a movie?
Hell
Just
no.
added.
No, this is
That holds the mines. Okay.
Yeah, that holds the mines. Yeah.
Look how you got it flung over his shoulder though.
My
You
fault.
got
I know. That looks
Christ.
crazy. They need to come out with an MG 2.0. Hopefully they do. I always say they test out figures with. I mean, they kits come out, well, figures come out, and then kits come out. So maybe they like, you know what?
Toggy's 2 high grade coming in. We did just get that.
Well, we got the RG. We got the RG. Like the Death Scythe Hell, they gave us the metal build, and then boom, we get Death Scythe high grade. Same with the Shenlong season 2 Nataku, right? Yeah, that's season 2 Ultron and Nataku, so that's coming. So I think they could give us a updated version of this, which would be a newer high grade. If a high grade looks like this, I'll take it. Full mechanics. Would you cop full mechanics like this? Would you cop? You want to cop this full mechanics, Austen?
Nah,
you crazy out your mind.
We got to see what that. We got to see that new one looks like. That new.
We're passing on all SDs.
Sorry,
all
SDs. Sorry.
Yeah, bro. Keep it going.
In singularity.
Hey,
here we go. The Carmen Rider, Orange Arms, the game, Samurai-esque. It looks pretty dope.
This series is it's probably like my favorite Kamen Riders. This one and then the one like a space one. I forgot that one, but the name of it. But yeah, this shit's tough. And they're all fruits. They all have like a different fruit
they are?
that goes into their belt. So like the orange head comes down and it folds over. So if you look at his shoulders, those are like pieces of like orange that kind of go over his head.
Yeah, his sword is an orange slice.
Get out.
That shit's tough.
I see it now.
On his belt, he has the pineapple, so I'm sure we'll probably get variants like P Bandai shit. But yeah, this is tough. I need it.
Oh, his visor is an orange slice too. Hey,
his visor is an orange slice.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then we have a Macross 1/100. Austin's excited about
the pair with the other.
Guys, I never thought I'd see this day. Never thought I'd see this day. I gotta wipe tears from my eyes. It's here, everybody. The YF-21 from Macross Plus. Probably one of the dopest dog fights ever animated. Ever.
I want to let me stop. I'm about to say I want to try to watch it. But let me stop. Chill.
Wait, you mean watch it as in like watch, like actually have your eyes on it, or
chill, Austin?
You mean talk about
what you want me to do? What you want me to do?
I want you to do.
You want me to watch it?
I want you to watch it. Yeah,
I want you to be supportive. I want you to be supportive. Just support me, dog.
You don't have a history of a good support,
dog. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter.
Support a repeat offender of saying that he's going to go watch something.
If you still support your team.
Episodes of Yellowstone, which is just a field with cowboys running around, yelling at each other, and you can't understand because they all speak
Montana. They're from Montana. Chill.
Right?
They're
Montana,
all good.
I'm sorry, Montana, the place of sophisticated language. My bad. It's just.
So we got more of the Blackluster Soldier. We got more of the Blackluster Soldier and less support from the family. So. This is a cop. Try to. Then we have
Huckabine.
Robot War. Huckabine looks like a Mark II of.
Yeah,
it looks like it's
video game.
It looks like it's just AOZ. Like if Anaheim was like, "Yo, here you go, Federation. Here's your alts."
This is technically not a Gundam, but everybody, even in universe, says, "Yeah, that's a Gundam."
I mean, it's technically not a Gundam, sure, but if Bandai wasn't making this and this was some third-party company, they'll get slapped with the copyright. Yes, sued with the quickness, because at that point it's a Gundam. We have more of the
Cross Dragon.
Yeah. We're passing on that. Right. Then we get in some more Action Base 7, which is dope. I enjoy these
figs.
Exactly.
They're updating the swivel joint, so now you can actually have them swivel in 2 modes of at the joint of connection instead of just 1. So that's good. Actually, 3 axes. You can have them swivel on 3 axes. So that's good.
I'm passing on that. Ultraman Jack. I'm passing on it, but this is Jack from Ultraman. Yeah, I'm passing. I haven't bought an Ultraman kit in a while. I'm going to just stick with the SH for it. Yeah.
CD.
Which is crazy.
CD. The real reason it's because it's $70.
It's a big kit. This is going to be a big kit. This is going to be a big kit. This is going to be like
$70.
I wouldn't be surprised if this is like the size of the new Gundam once it's all done.
It's hefty for sure. Hulkbuster.
Ultraman Jack. That's Jack from Ultraman Netflix series. He's the American version.
Crazy.
Yeah, but it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. I haven't seen him use this shit, so hopefully he'll be able to use it. Hopefully he'll give us in an anime, in a manga or something. He'll be able to use this because he's all WWE in the anime.
Yeah, bro. This is
the MMA.
Right, he got no weapons. It's all fist.
In the anime, it's UFC. That's all he is.
It's bows and shit.
Oh, wave.
Yeah, they're doing the raffle wave thing.
Oh, yeah, all just fucking clear kits, dog.
Which is fine. I see the C-Pack, A-Pack. Speaking of that, so we're getting close to that. PG amplified. Digimon?
Yep,
Digimon. Kajumon. No, Kajumuru.
This is not a Digimon.
Kajumuru?
It looks like that. It's from an anime, but it goes to that other kid in the back. In its back.
Pass. There it is again. No. Camphor we seen. Metal Built Hazel.
Mm-hmm. And the Hoodoo 2 parts.
That looks crazy every time I look at it. Oh yeah, this is what about you getting these, Austen?
Yeah.
This is the
little one is
P Bandai Char Mobi Mecha Suletta Mercury. So it's Suletta in the
$50, Austen. You're getting this?
Yeah, I just noticed that. No, I'm not getting these. I thought these were going to be at most $20.
No, the figurized stand is almost $50 though.
Bro,
they're probably like this big.
Bro, they're tiny.
We assume it like if it's the size of an SD, I wouldn't like. If I was into it, I would be like, all right, I'm copying.
I would like these less if they're bigger.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the whole purpose of it.
But I don't want to pay that much if they're that small.
Here you go, Austen.
I'm not buying
high grade 144 Destroy Gundam. You want this?
No, it's one of the worst Gundams designs I've ever seen. I love Seed. For me, this was a mistake.
Yeah,
flat out mistake.
They had to do it because it's movie, like the antagonist suit of the movie. But look at what's the price? Is that $143 or
$143?
I heard it's the size of the Psycho Zaku though, right?
Who cares?
I mean, Psycho Gundam.
Who cares?
And that's $60.
Who cares?
Best thing about it is it's a high grade with individually posable fingers. That's the only cool thing they put.
The high grade Nightingale, in my opinion, is far better.
It comes with a lot, though.
No, it doesn't. It comes with beam sabers. That's not a lot.
Look at all those beam sabers, dog.
Dude, they print like thousands of those.
I got enough of those.
You have that exact amount lying around you're never going to use.
Exactly.
I know this because I've seen your collection. I know this. I have that amount too. They're just beam sabers. That's not accessories.
That's terrible.
Thanks, Austen. And here it is. We have the MG C-Pack Narrative Gundam. Verka coming out. This is what
Austen. You said you had some words for it.
I'm gonna let y'all speak first.
This is what I want to speak on, right? Because real quick year in review, right? I did place the narrative top 3 Gundam movie. That was my hot take, right? People destroyed me for it. People hit me up, yo, you wilding like it. Now guess what? Now they didn't drop this, and this is all I see on IG. I can't wait for this to come out. Thank God, finally, yo, the whoop-de-whoop with the whoop-de-wop. I went back and rewatched it, and it's still in my top 3. The narrative unicorn movie still in the top 3. This is dope, but I'm okay. I'm okay without it. I'm not going to pick this up. I have the A, B, and C pack in high grade form. I'm completely fine with having just a narrative movie and 144. Again, all y'all people who bash me for putting the movie in my top 3, right? All y'all people who bash me for doing that, saying I know who you are. What they say? I got the receipts.
Question. Wait, are you saying that because Bandai made a master grade kit, you are thereby vindicated by making a bad decision?
No. But what I'm saying is,
all right, cool, got you. Just want to make it. All right, moving on. All right, everybody. So we got.
wait. Go ahead. Let me get it off my chest before Austen kills this. I said I liked it. I'm probably gonna get it. I think this was a safe route. If Bandai, there was other choices, but hey, it's a master grade kit. We haven't got any new master grade kits.
We got the Verka.
I think I'm gonna get it. Yeah, of course. This is this year's Verka. I want to get it.
Zeta. Wait, when was Zeta came out this year?
Zeta,
this year, yeah. This must be next year's.
This Zeta's that's a sitter.
This must be.
This is gonna sell way better. I want to get it and paint it. I don't want the colors. I have more ideas for it, but this was a safe route for Bandai. I think
I got something.
Got
something.
It was
easier.
Yeah, I think it was
easier. I don't know
about
easier.
Route. This was the easy route.
This is the safe route for them.
Yeah.
And CD and I discussed it. They're just going to drop a B pack for this. Right? They're not going to drop the A pack.
Thank you, Austen. Thank you.
They're dropping a B and an A on P Bandai.
They will give us an A of this on P Bandai.
And for those of you that don't know, who have not seen narrative, the A pack. Imagine a Gundam about the size of a small coffee table, and that's essentially the A pack 1/100 scale accessory kit.
Yeah,
and then the B pack is just a backpack.
Computer glitched on me. What did y'all say about the A pack? Yeah, I think we're gonna have an A pack.
I said for an A pack, what you're gonna do is you're just going to have to imagine about a small coffee-sized, like coffee table.
We're not getting it.
We're getting A pack. We're getting an A pack.
No, we're not.
Dude, they made a Neo Xeon. They made the Neo Xeon.
We're not getting no A pack. We're not getting no A pack.
Plastic left over from the Neo Xeon.
We're getting A through Z of the mission pack from F90.
We are.
And A through Z is nowhere near. I'm telling you, the
we
A
just
pack
got
high
this
grade,
ugly ass, huge ass. Look at the
A pack
we
high
just
grade.
looked at. Look at the master we just seen.
The A pack high
same
grade
size
is fucking huge.
Yeah.
If we haven't had a master grade Kshatriya, we haven't had a true master grade Nightingale, we're not getting an A pack.
They wouldn't do any of those because it would stop at that. You couldn't. Only thing you got the Kshatriya is the repair one. Off this, you're getting narrative A pack. You're getting the B pack.
You're getting a B pack for sure. You're getting a B pack for sure. You're not getting an A.
The only reason they haven't made a 1/100 scale Dendrobium is because the old 83 Stardust memory kits don't sell right now. If they were selling like hotcakes, they would make a Dendrobium.
And narrative kit sell? Narrative kit sell?
Narrative kit sell? Yeah, narrative kit sell. Yeah, the high grade, the A-pack high grade sells really well. Yeah.
And yet the clear A-packs is going to be on P Bandai. Who's copping it? Out of y'all two, who's copping it?
Nope. You know me, my opinion about this suit anyway.
So
post a poll on it. I guarantee you. That should
post a poll. Yeah, post a poll. Yeah, post it up.
Just because people want it,
post it up.
I will. We will. Just because people want it does not mean that they're going to do it. Of course, people are going to say yes, they're going to do an APAC because they want it.
No.
We haven't got a high grade Kshatriya. We haven't got a high. They
wouldn't make it.
I didn't consider any of that into me believe they're going to make it. They're going to make it because they need money.
Dog, right. Do you see everything they got coming in? So why haven't they dropped a Master Grade Nightingale?
That's a very good question, Coop. I would have preferred that over this.
Because there's nothing more they can do over it, bro. They can't.
Yeah.
They can't use
yes,
that.
Yes, you can. You could do clear. You can do clear.
Premium, Kshatriya.
You could do clear.
No, it's not even about the. They don't make their money from the clear. This frame they're going to be able to use for something else.
Yeah. So you're saying that they use this cycle form. So hold on.
So hold on. Two things you can sell from it. You can sell the Kshatriya and the Kshatriya repair, and that's it.
Wait a minute. So y'all think that Bandai is going to redo this CPAC, the narrative? Y'all think that because the APAC is a completely different suit from the CPAC?
No.
So they're going to have to No, it's not.
Yeah,
It's
the
not the
APAC
same.
has the chest beam or the waist beam and the different legs. And
Correct,
something
but
else.
the A-Pack high grade is different than the C-Pack high grade.
But you're talking about high grade though.
So what
This is
are you
it's a whole
talking?
different line.
So you think they're going to give you just the A-Pack, the mobile armor, and maybe some pieces, or do you think they're going to give you a whole new narrative?
No,
do you
they're going to
think?
give you the mobile armor pieces and the pieces you need to convert it. That's it.
I can't wait for this. I got my look. If it happens, I'll buy it for both of you. Y'all heard it here.
I would rather have something else.
That's fine. That's fine.
Have something else, please? That's not
whatever
a good fit for me. That's a lose-lose.
Whatever the price is, I got you.
All
if
right,
they drop an A-Pack, I'll buy. CD, you got one. If they drop an A-Pack, you ain't got to worry about it, brother.
I appreciate you.
Austen, you got whatever the
Can't wait to have
equivalent.
You
got whatever equivalent.
Are you sure you want to make that decision?
Absolutely. And I'm giving you 2-year stops.
2 years?
Giving you
That's
2-year
crazy.
stop.
It's going to be like
fair.
5.
You think 5 years?
Yeah.
They're not coming right back to back like that.
Yeah, they're not going back to back. It's going to be B-packs. Get your money, then then refurb it later on.
There's no other master grade they haven't done that to. They have not.
There's no other master grade that's like this.
Yeah.
There's no other master grade like this. What other master grade is like this?
How long did it take for us to get the expansion parts for the unicorn, like not destroy mode, but the
full armor?
Yeah.
But that's an accessory pack. That's nothing compared to this stuff. That's just extra weapons.
I'll do one better. We just got the lightning strike for the Strike Gundam last year or the year before. The Strike Gundam remaster has been out for like 5.
No,
Coop's so angry he's literally coughing himself to death.
I'm like they got
He can't hold
they
it back. There's a
wilding.
monster in his throat.
Pause. Come on, Austen. Come
What's
on,
up?
Austen.
What?
You gotta throw a pause behind that one, man.
What? Oh,
Shit.
pause.
Thank you. But nah, they're not doing that. But it's go ahead,
I got
Austen.
to.
Destroy
So
the suit. Destroy the suit.
No. Real quick. I actually like the way this looks.
Okay.
I actually do. I actually like the way this looks. This looks very interesting. It's very enticing. It's the joints and everything like that look pretty cool. Even the psycho frame details look pretty good. I'm not a fan of it not having all the armor. I know that's kind of canonical. It's not supposed to. It's supposed to be essentially a scarecrow. It looks pretty all right. You know it. But you know what I like the most about it? The beam rifle. And that's it. Jeez. So I will be buying this just for the gun.
Yes, that means I have the kit.
Yeah, you can have the kit.
Yeah. But what else? Go ahead. Tear it away.
That's it.
That's it.
Yep.
Damn. Well, the homie CD had a bounce. He had to go handle some family business. So we'll leave it on that note. It's just Austen and I rocking out for the rest of the episode.
Yep.
But dog.
Yeah.
This is what they're going to do with this kit. They're going to give us the blue version. And we're going to get the B-Pack. And then they're going to leave it like that. And that's it.
And then years later, they're going to release the A-Pack.
They're not going to do the A-Pack.
They're going to release the A-Pack.
That's too much plastic. Not in today's world, in today's society. That's too much.
They just re-released the Neo Zeon and the Zeon.
That's different though. Imagine a 1/100 of that.
So do you think the Neo Zeon is smaller than the A-Packs of this? The A-Pack is literally just 2 rods and 2 boosters with several small pieces in between.
Let's see. So what the boosters on that one are probably 2 boosters is probably the length of a Psycho Zaku backpack, right?
I have no idea.
For that kit.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Because it wouldn't be the same propellant tanks as the Unicorn full armor. Right?
Yeah.
I will assume the propellant tanks on the A-Pack are bigger than the propellant tanks on the full armor.
I'll make it easier for you. So we all know that perfect grade is about the largest size that Bandai's willing to make any plastic for something. Do you think the A-Packs is bigger than a perfect grade?
I think the perfect grade Divinity pack that came out with the Unleash, just that pack alone would be the size of the A-Pack.
Okay, so it's about the same size. So they can do it.
They can do it, But that's a $400 kit.
I've seen them charge more.
Well, the Divinity pack is like $2 something.
The blue unicorn perfect grade is $800.
Yeah, but that's an exclusive, I think.
Hey, who says the A packs are going to be not exclusive?
I'm talking about like a China based or some whatever.
You mean like region exclusive?
Yeah, this to get an A pack is going to be a lot for Bandai to be either P band or a standard release. Nah, because everybody who dogged Narrative when I said it's top 3 movie of all time. We just real quick, if you want to talk about it, because that's one of our things we love to do, is the hot takes. And shout out to GUNPLA Bandai, GUNPLA nerd. Let's say GUNPLA Bandai. Just running through, making sure. Oh, we got these.
Yeah, that's right. The new Freedom kits. Oh Jesus, that midnight coating. Ho.
This one?
Nope,
the
down.
Black one?
Well, yeah. But that's the that's the midnight coating. But that's the preview for it. Yeah, that's the preview for it. But the one you had was the right one. But dude, I'm
this is
that's the MGEX. That's the MGEX.
China exclusive.
Yeah, dude, it looks actually really good. I kind of want it. I'm not a fan.
But not painted?
Yeah, no, not even painted. I'm not a fan of the Strike Freedom design, but that color, it reminds me of the Iron Blooded coating for the Iron Blooded kits. That silver, dark silver, or gunmetal gray. It looks really good.
So we have the extra expansion parts too for the Wish for Mercury kits, the Dari Blade, I think the Farak and the McKellis.
Yeah, they can. Yeah,
I might pick this
thicker
up.
one. Yeah,
I do like this. I want this version of the Dari Blade. So, because I do want to cop a Dari Blade, and the question is, let's see if it shows it. So it's just the shields and the gun.
Or those two backpack. Shouldn't it be the backpack too?
Let me see.
Or am I wrong?
I don't. Yeah, because that doesn't come with the regular kit, right?
Yeah, I don't think that backpack comes with the regular kit, does it? I can't remember. I haven't seen enough of the Dari Blade to be able to tell you. I don't believe it does. I think
it's a whole new kit. I didn't think the Dari Blade was that stocky.
Remember, that's the upgraded one.
Yeah, but this isn't. You have to get expansion set, right? So you have to have the regular Dari Blade, the regular high grade, right?
Yep.
And the regular high grade, my fault. The regular high grade is it that stocky?
I don't remember.
And for me, the reason why I'm saying that is because if you look at what comes in the pack, it does not show like thigh pieces.
Yeah, it just shows you weapons.
It just shows you weapons and 2 shields for the Dari Blade. So, I know CD got. I want to talk to him more about it. And that's pretty much it, man. We got some new Seed and Hobby Wish for Mercury stuff coming. So, man, oh man.
A lot of stuff.
And which is crazy, they didn't give us any more pictures of the MGSD.
Yeah.
So we still got that coming out. What is this? Is this like somebody's custom of the Gal Gaiga, or is this a kit coming out? Kotobukiya. Sheesh.
$150.
Might be worth it if it looks like that with all that detail. But that's it for all like the new stuff, man. That's a whole lot. And which one? Anything you like? Like, you know what? For sure, I'm copping. Like, this is.
I am kind of interested in the 30-minute mission expansion parts.
That's your lane, so it makes sense.
The addiction is hard to beat. But besides that, a lot of interesting stuff. But I gotta see how that Vercon turns out. Like, I want to see someone actually build one so I can look at it in person.
I think you're gonna mess around and cop it.
I might. It's on the table. I said I like it. I ended up liking the overall physical version of it. In animation, man, I just never liked it. But yeah, and physically there, I still don't like the head. The head looks weird. I don't like the fact that the biceps don't have the actual armor on them, like it's exposed inner frame. I don't really like that. And then the backpack looks pretty cool as white. I love the beam rifle. I don't like the shield. The shield is terrible. And I like the knees and the calves and the feet, but the thighs are just ugh. I'm not a fan of exposed interframe. Just not a fan.
I enjoy it. Now, like I said, one thing that we always do here is do hot takes, and one of my hot takes, like I said earlier, was narrative top 3 in Gundam movies. Is it not? Now that I think about it, of a straight Gundam movie, you got Endless Waltz.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to me, it's better than Doan's Island. You think it's better than Doan's Island? Narrative?
Let's see. Let me think about it. How many Gundam movies do we have?
That's what I was thinking about the other day. So we got Hathaway. To me, is it better than Hathaway to me?
For me, yeah. Hathaway is better than the narrative. Char's counterattack is better than narrative. The action
in narrative is better to me than Hathaway.
I mean, Hathaway only has 3 action scenes in it. In total,
exactly.
Right.
I mean, they hit, but the Sanaju Stein versus B-Pack versus the first appearance, the Messers versus the Gustav Karls, right? What were they, Gustav Karls?
Where in narrative?
In Hathaway.
In Hathaway?
It was Messers versus
Gustav Karls. Yeah.
Gustav Karls.
Yep.
So if we just look at fighting scenes, the Stein versus the Stein versus the B-Pack, that scene in the colony versus the Gustav Karl and the Messer.
Yeah, no, I think the Messer fight, especially the night fight, was far better. It's way more impactful. But you know why, right? I think because the characters in it are a lot more
impactful
and important in the Hathaway. Like, you actually care about Hathaway and his journey and stuff like that in this point. And the problem with narrative for me is that the characters never clicked for me. And I think that's a problem. That's kind of the result of the movie being based off, I believe, the novel, was it? Or like,
yeah, it was based off the novel.
So it jumps around a lot in the story. It almost makes me feel as if I'm watching F91, where F91, would jump around, just randomly kick into a new scene, right, in a new time, and you have no idea how much time has passed. You don't have a sense of exactly where they are specifically, if they went off to some other place, right? So
if you watch it enough, you kind of get it. You kind of get it in narrative.
And that's kind of the issue for me, because Hathaway is more of like, you can watch it one time and it feels more like a complete movie. Like, it has a beginning, a middle, and end, and a plot thread, right, that's followed through. For narrative, you're never really sure exactly what's happening, but they give you.
It is rushed. It does feel rushed.
And the only reason I know what's going on in narrative is because people have told me, and I've watched narrative, I think, 3 times.
So, I watched it probably, I know, over 10 times. Over 10 times. And I think, to me, the Penelope and Cassie fight was dope to see, but it was too dark, because I recently went back and watched Hathaway. It was too dark, and it wasn't a crazy fight. Like, seeing the Cassie was dope. I think that's better than seeing the true Neo Zeon with the Sanaju Stein, because we've seen that already with the Sanaju and Unicorn. But the fight between the Penelope and the Cassie didn't really live up to what I thought it was going to be. And the same thing for Doan's Island. Like, the fight, like, the RX came through and thrashed damn near everybody. And a normal Zaku took out High Mobility. And this guy, I get it, the guy's supposed to be like another version. Not another version, but they compared him to Char, Doan, Cuckoo's Doan. But come on now. A standard work in progress Zaku versus a high mobility special unit, and he wipes the floor.
And everybody's using their melee weapons or whatever firearm weapons they are. They're just getting in close range. And I was like, what are you guys doing? You don't get close to him. He only has an axe. Don't get close to him.
Yeah, you surround him and shoot this mother.
Yeah. Keep a good distance away from him. How far? How about a normal axe swing?
Yeah.
However far that is, stay that far away from him.
So Doan's Island was okay. Char's counterattack. Sometimes in a little. Wow, I recently rewatched that too.
That's not a perfect movie either. That jumps around a little bit in the story.
Yeah.
And Quest is a very good character. This plot thread is very solid all the way through. You're never lost. But at some points in times, you feel like that they took the thread and they just squished one part of it together.
It does another
that you're like, wait, what? Okay, whatever.
Yeah, you got this girl running around, and then boom, she's a new type that's piloting a Gyaradoga all the way through space because it's fun, right? Like,
or even the side characters. That one chick who's in love with the engineer, right?
Yeah,
Spaghetti,
right?
Yeah, Spaghetti. You don't really get too much information about them till the very end. I mean, we don't even get any information mostly at all, really. You kind of have to figure that out. And then Shan's just there.
Yeah. So it's kind of like narrative. You got a different perspective of kids who grew up with one of them being a new type. And they're all friends. And Rita, was able to see the colony drop. Pass that through, which was weird because it's kind of like another new type power, I guess, that you could pass thoughts. She shared the memory, or not really memory, the scene in her head of the colony dropping, and then they all three have this knowledge and they have to. So I kind of like, the scenes were dope. Like they juxtaposed one of my favorite scenes is when they're breaking down the APAC and they stripping the narrative down. They take the armor off the shoulders, and you got Yona in the room. They're taking the sleeve off of him coming out of the suit. They're taking the legs off, the armor off the legs, and they're taking the feet off of Yoda. That's dope to me. And then the concept is dope. Going more in depth about the new types, knowing that they're more of a consciousness rather than, because it's Rita who's really piloting the narrative. I mean, the Phoenix. It's her consciousness who's piloting it at that point. So you get a little bit more in-depth a story about new types that change the game for anything in the future. So so now it becomes like, okay, Char, hell, Full Frontal might have been really Char. They never confirmed it, but he might have been Char. If a girl who could die and pilot a mobile suit because it's psycho frame and all that, and she's a true new type, that means Armoro isn't. They could put in Hathaway's second movie, they could have a mobile suit being piloted by Armoro. So to me, narrative, when you look at it and the scenes and the suits out of it, it's a good ass movie.
I think that's probably where it loses me too, is the whole philosophy of new types, because when it starts talking about philosophy and ideas of how new types are, whatnot, and stuff like that, I don't believe the movie goes into really, how can I say, uncharted territory. Like everybody kind of already has this idea of new types, especially if you're a fan of the UC era. If you're not gonna. I feel like you're gonna be more lost.
Yeah.
If you go into this movie, if you're a fan of the UC, I mean,
but that's any movie though, right? That's not my fault for cutting you off, but you go into Char's counterattack, you kind of lost about the new type.
Oh yeah. But I think you'll be more lost in narrative than you would be if you go to like Char's counterattack. True. Because Char, like the backstory you need to know is that these guys are bad, these guys are good. Space guys are fighting Earth guys, and some bad stuff's about to go down. Like in narrative, what the stuff you need to know is like the idea of new types, where they started appearing, why the Earth Federation started experimenting on them, why colony drops happened, right? What was the 1 year war? They don't even talk about the 1 year war, I think, in this at all. Or
they talk about it a little bit because the pilot, remember the Shazar team's commander, he was there for the fighter Axis. Remember, he was like, y'all seen this.
But he doesn't even. But Axis wasn't even a 1 year war. Axis was Char's counterattack.
Oh yeah, true,
right?
True. So which makes sense then, I guess, right? What 1 year war and then years later? I'm talking about narrative.
1 year war was 79. And was it? No, 80. No, 79.
79. Yeah. And then they were like what, 6? Because the main characters in narrative, the 3, were about 6 years old when the colony dropped. Mm-hmm. And they grew up, got into the military. I say mid-20s by the time you see him in narrative.
around or after Unicorn, which was 96.
This is after Unicorn because Benager's in it.
Yeah, 96, and it's before 100 because 100, 10, what is it, 103? 103, 106 happens as Hathaway.
It's Hathaway. So you get 20 years later, anybody that fought in the war should be old. So yeah, I guess you could have you could have had a couple more people in there from the
right. And like you there's a lot of small nuanced stuff that would really help you in narrative. Well, I think in Char's counterattack, it's you still would need some nuance, but not a lot. You pretty much be able to get through most of it. But like for Endless Waltz, that takes a little bit of nuance here and there, but really you can just sit down and enjoy that. I mean, you just know that okay, some bad chicks going around doing some bad stuff, right?
Yeah. They summed that up. They summed up, I think, everybody's. I went back and recently watched that last 2 weeks, and they summed up everybody's kind of story because they got the scene where Duo is trying to blow up Death Sight. And he's like, "Yeah, take it." Take the. Then it shows Troa getting. It kind of recaps how they got their mobile suits. Mm-hmm. All 5 of them, how they got their mobile suits. Mm-hmm. Which I guess if you're watching it. If you watch Endless Waltz first, and you're like, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, and what was the other one? And Hathaway, there's some nuance there you need to know. But he kind of narrates the nuance that you need. He says, you remember in the hotel scene, he lays back and he tells, "Hey, all those people that died the year that war that happened before, right?" And the movies do this all the time. There was like some past event or some type of lore drop that they do to get the audience up to speed to exactly why the characters are this way or what's going on, right? I think in Dungeons and Dragons they talk about the Great War, or Lord of the Rings, for example. There's a whole montage of lore to get people ready for the story, right? But like in Hathaway's Flash, they're just like, hey, what for all the people that died, where's the reparation for them? What have we changed about the world? Nothing has changed. Everything keeps going on the way it is. How do I destroy the gears of the system in which we have made, right? So I think Hathaway's Flash is a better movie than narrative. I think Endless Waltz is a better movie than narrative.
So that's 3.
And I think Axis, not Axis, what's it called?
Char's Counterattack.
Char's Counterattack is a better movie than.
So it's in its 4. I mean, there's not a whole lot of Gundam movies because
there's not a lot of Gundam movies. That's the thing. It's not a lot.
Awakening the Trailblazer.
Awakening the Trailblazer. Stargazer.
00.
Stargazer is actually really good.
What's that? Seed?
Yeah, that's Seed. Stargazer is really good. But I mean, I completely understand why some people wouldn't like it, but I think Stargazer is great. I won't sit here and defend it amazingly, but there's some heavy hitting parts, like a part where 3 kids take over Azaku and start terrorizing Sana. The 3 kids die. Like they showed the image of them getting shot and everything like that because the Earth Federation just have to put them down.
And that makes it a good movie.
Well, it makes a good movie in the sense of why they did it, and you're like, oh, like okay, I see the theme that's going here, right? And the whole idea at the very end when the main protagonist, spoilers for everybody for Stargazer, when the main protagonist and the person he was hunting down are now stuck in the ship deep in space, and he's living out his fantasy of exploring new worlds and space exploration is actually coming to real life, and he's kind of going back through his life about all the things that he's done. And he's like, right? It's a movie that's not about Gundams or mecha. That's just a setting. The movie is about personal growth and acknowledgement of one's failures and accepting oneself, right? So I think those movies are really good. I don't know what narrative is about. Like I don't know if narrative has that type of personal, story.
You have to kind of watch it more than just 3 times. You have to watch it. Yeah, I mean, like it's I guess maybe I could be a little biased because I have been doing research of like the lore, and the Unicorn lore is becoming more exciting to know about, to learn about. So it's like it amplifies Unicorn and amplifies narrative. But knowing that like 3 unicorns were made. There was this, a brother, the Phoenix, who actually got away and got lost in space throughout the whole testing, and piecing all that together and going back and watching the movie, you're like, wow, that's You know, the Senaju Stein, which is crazy because the Senaju Stein Verka, because I always thought Verkas come from a manga, right? And I'm like, oh, I was talking to Marvin about it. I always knew it was Kotoki's version. People always knew it was Kotoki's version. But I don't think there's been a Verka that's not in a manga. And I was talking to Marvin about this the other day, and I'm trying to think. And the CPAC might be the first. The CPAC might be the first. Because in the manga, Yona, who pilots a CPAC in the movie, actually pilots a Jagan. He doesn't. So there is no OVA version of the OVA version is the Verka, because Wing Zero is the Glory to the Losers. Both Banshees, both unicorns, the Banshee and the normal one, are from the manga. The Senaju Stein isn't from narrative. It's actually from the unicorn. It's the post Anaheim, pre-unicorn. So those two suits were stolen by Neo Zeon. Full Frontals took the red one and they kept the gray one, which is the Stein. So the Stein Verka is actually unicorn realm, not narrative realm. That's why there's an OVA version of the Master Grade Verka. Or the Master Grade Stein.
And if you see through all that, like I think that was actually a perfect example of what I meant, is that like you have all the technical knowledge of the suit, right? All the ins and outs, you know everything about it, but what is it in service of? Like the pilots inside are supposed to usually be the main parts of your story that are important, right? And I mean, to excuse the pun, but I feel like the movie doesn't have a fully thought out narrative, right? Where it's a story about a guy who lost his friend, and him and his friend have made a promise to go get her, to somehow find a way to bring her back.
Okay.
Right? And on this journey, the guy, I guess he does it in a way, he sets her free. But I mean, what was the lesson he learned along the way? I mean, he was already remorseful, but he already trusted the lady with the black hair.
No, he did it.
He didn't trust the lady with the black hair?
No. That's why he snapped and the CPAC wound up going inside the Neo Zeon. His psycho comms, because he wound up getting angry, outweigh the Senaju Stein, and it called for the Neo Zeon. But trust, as in, like, he trusted the scientist lady. He had to, because he was running. He's a friend, Michelle. Well,
you trust friends. There's no friends you don't trust.
Well, he always knew there was something up. He just knew that all three of us were together. He knew that, like, all of it's just like me, you, and CD. Like, I'd be like, you know what, something's fishy. You know what I'm saying? Something's kind of fucking fishy around here. Even though, you know what I mean? Because they both have the common goal is to get Rita back. But her goal is to get Rita to experiment on her to make sure her dad gets eternal life. That was her goal, is to get her experiment on her, because her dad's dying and she doesn't. She wants to try to take what Rita has and put it in her dad, her adopted dad, or the dad who adopted her.
Yeah, I remember, and she ends up pretty much just going back in the plane, but she ends up remembering how much she loves for Rita and whatnot.
Yeah, and sacrifices herself.
And I guess you could say the entire point of the movie then is just them all coming reconnected. It's just connection, right?
Correct.
Connection with people, right?
Correct.
And the thing with me is that I never felt like the main character really came to that synopsis of connection, because he's always wanted to be connected, right?
Yeah, but he did. He wound up at the end. That's what I'm saying. You have to watch him 1 or 3 times, Jack. At the end, he winds up letting, when Benaja has him in the
this is another thing. But this is another thing, man. I shouldn't have to watch it 3 times, right? Like, you should be able to watch a movie 1 time and pretty much get it.
I say nowadays, I feel like you should 1 time isn't a no-go. I feel like I haven't been able to watch a movie just one time since I've seen Inception.
That's usually a negative mark for me if you have to watch
Inception. So no way,
yeah.
no way. That means it's good.
I knew exactly what was going on in Inception the first time through. I know a lot of people were like.
So was it his dream? Was it his dream?
Yeah.
Was he dreaming at the end?
Ambiguous. You're not supposed to know the answer to that.
I know the answer.
No, but you're not supposed to. Nobody does. You have your opinion of what the answer is.
No, I know the answer.
You don't have the definitive answer.
I don't have Christopher Nolan saying this is not a dream. But in the dream,
you don't need Christopher Nolan to tell you. It's something called ambiguous endings. That's supposed to be left.
This is I've recently found this out. And I went back and watched it.
Mm-hmm.
In Inception, Leonardo DiCaprio, when he dreams, he does not have his wedding ring on.
Yeah.
And when he spun his spinner, with his left hand, he has his wedding ring on.
Mm-hmm.
So that took multiple times of watching that movie, and then also getting like hints from YouTube and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But you wouldn't be able to if you like one time.
But you understood the story the first time you watched it.
Correct.
It was about someone that's what I mean. Like you.
But going back,
the first time you watched it, you'd be like, I have no idea what that movie was about. I have no idea. And then watch it 3 or 4 times, and you know.
That movie and the Marvel movies. The Marvel movies are always good 3 times around. Think how many times you think you've seen Spider-Man?
I don't know. I watched Thor: Love and Thunder twice, and
that's
I hated
trash.
it just as much.
That's trash. That's trash. But I watched Endgame in theater like 8 times.
I've only seen it once. I've only ever seen it once.
That might be the love for me for the Marvel movies. So I probably going back.
I love the Marvel movies, but I only watched. You know what I did watch a lot? I watched over and over again was the first Thor, and that one surprised me because I thought that was going to be trash and actually turned out pretty good. And then all the Spider-Man movies, except for Amazing Spider-Man 2. I think I didn't watch that at all.
So I think some of the movies you like. How many times do you think you should watch Hathaway? Did you get all of Hathaway in the beginning?
Yes, but then again, you're talking to me, right?
Yeah,
we're both Gundam guys. We can kind of get it right first off.
I think I did too. But narrative. But how many times did you get Unicorn first time off?
The show? I never watched the movies. I only watched the show.
Yeah, the show. Well, the 7 episodes. You only watched the OVA or the 50 episodes?
I only watched the episodes, not the movies. Yeah, the episode segments.
Yeah, so you watched 50 episodes.
Was it 50 episodes? It didn't feel like it was like 24.
Is it 24? I thought it was 50.
Like 50.
I watched 7 episodes, the 7 OVA. So did you watch the OVA for Origins? Or did you watch the 13 episodes for it?
I think the 13.
The Advent Child or something like that?
Yeah.
Damn. So what is it? That's weird, man.
Now there's multiple ways to watch it. So now we got to watch it again, but the different way to watch it to get everything.
Because there is a OVA of Endless Waltz. The OVA of Endless Waltz
versions. Yeah,
and it doesn't have the music, which blows me.
Yeah, and
the music is what makes that movie for me.
Yeah, and it goes a little bit more into detail in some segments, and then like bloats others. Like the movie I heard actually is kind of good because it just cuts a lot of the filler out, and you just get to the meat and the potatoes.
Yeah, but I think narrative. One, I don't think they're gonna do an APAC, and narrative is top 3.
Gotcha.
That's at top 3.
Gotcha.
Then we're going to dabble into this a little bit because we don't want to leave anybody hanging, man. It's the Brother CD. We're going to speak a little bit more about this, but this is a year in review. This is the last episode before the big 1-year anniversary. It's hard to believe it's been a year already. One of the things to get excited for. What's a few things, man, just going back and kind of just thinking about this last 360, 357, whatever, 358 days of the pod. What's some things that's like, you know what? Wow, that's crazy. Just going back. Texas Pete.
Something I would have never tried. My dishes have become far more flavorful because of this podcast. So
that's all we can ask for. You enjoy Texas Pete now?
Yeah.
Texas Pete go.
been trying a lot of hot sauces. I think I remember I told you guys I don't have sauce on anything I eat, and now I've been trying a lot of sauces, and I've been missing out.
Yes, you have, especially if you've been missing out on Texas Pete. And for the people that don't know what we're talking about because you're new to the pod, I brought up Texas Pete one time, and CD and Austen looked at me like I had two heads. They actually let me. I remember it. They let me kept going. I was just talking. I was like, "Yeah, Texas Pete." He was like, "Oh yeah, I don't even know what Texas Pete is." What? So what do y'all use for hot sauce?
We were like, nothing.
I feel like I always thought Texas Pete was like the name brand hot sauce, and everything after that, like Louisiana, was generic.
Nah, what's crazy is I've lived all over the U.S. and I can tell you I've only ever seen Texas Pete on the West Coast and sometimes the East. But yeah, it's and I've seen brands everywhere. Like there's no In-N-Out burger here, which is wild to me. There's no Whataburger here or whatever.
Thank God.
I was like, don't do that. Don't. We already had an hour and a half discussion of narrative. Let's not do burgers. But
no, I'm not saying I never had them, but I just don't like the hype when people go crazy. Like right now, people going crazy because in our area, Austin, our area, we finally getting what, Raising Cane's.
Yep,
Raising Cane's is the new thing.
Yep, right down the street.
People are in love with that like it's nobody's business.
I don't understand.
It's just because it's in other areas, and now it's touching our area.
Yeah, I Raising Cane's is fine.
How long you lived in VA?
I lived in Virginia for now 8 years.
Oh, so were you here? You weren't here 8 years. No, you weren't here for when Cookout first came.
No, I was not here for that.
Jefferson, imagine. You know where Cookout is.
Yeah, I know where two of them are. One's in, I believe, Newport, and one's in
right down the street, right? Yeah. Imagine, remember that's by my house. The Cookout's by my house. Imagine a line backed up to the old Hobby Town on Jefferson. That's past Jefferson Commons and TJ Maxx. That's past all the way back to Denby, all for Cookout. Just because it was new and it was regionally in certain areas and people wanted to post on Instagram. That kills me, man.
Thank you.
That's one of we had Steak and Shake too. Steak and Shake was something similar to that. That bugged the shit out of me. Couldn't get down. You couldn't get down the road. I mean, that's why they made. I'm convinced that's why they made Chick-fil-A. They Cookout here made Chick-fil-A reconstruction or like the way they do their drive-thrus here.
Yeah.
Because Cookout would bleed right into Jefferson and bad traffic. So they had to figure out a way to wrap everybody around and to fit as many cars in.
That brings up a pretty good. Do you remember the old Chick-fil-A drive-thrus? They were just regular drive-thrus.
Yeah.
Now they are literally like airport parking lots, like airport drive-in pickups and drop-offs. Like it's crazy.
But that's for the people that's listening. That's all this came from because Austen never had hot sauce, and we found that out on the pod. I think one of the dopest things, man, is honestly getting you on social media, right? And he was like, "Yo, Austen." When I first met Austen, he was like, "Yo, I don't have an IG." It's like, you got to make one. And he was like, all right, I'll make one. And then seeing the progression of this page and seeing all the love he's getting, and then seeing CD change. Because when I met CD, it was Kamen Rider and it wasn't a whole lot. Like it was Gundam kits, of course, but it wasn't like in-depth Gundam kits. I think he painted like 2 master grades. And seeing now that he's pulling out a Warhammer fucking set is crazy to me. And then of course last week's episode was kind of like the icing on the cake, being true fans of Studio G. And you know what, before we dive into that, we want to shout out everybody who showed us some love for letting Studio G speak his mind and talk his piece. First and foremost, we talk about camaraderie in the GUNPLA community. And that's what we have to show. I understand people have their feelings and things like that. I've been a former, and again, I want to go back to this. I've been a former police officer. And I remember last week I thought about this. I was like, yo, even if I don't think he done anything malicious, Studio G. I think it's all trial and error. And that's what we have to remember. It's trial and error. I remember, since I obviously African-American man, and as a police officer, I remember I was told like, hey, we need some extra support for this BLM, Black Lives Matter protest that's happening over the Confederate statue at the courthouse. I'm like, damn, I'm sandwiched in between this, right? I'm like, I still had to do what I had to do, right? And I felt like that last week. Like Studio G, we talk about camaraderie, we talk about community. We have to help out people. You know, we are in this, regardless of what's happened, to be positive. I understand people have their own opinions. I have my own opinion, and then to bring it back to that, I have my own opinion about what I had to do, but I had to do it at the end of the day, right? And I'm not comparing. It wasn't your job. It wasn't your job to let Studio G talk, but I felt like compelled, because I always talk about we're here for the community. The Studio G is part of the community at the end of the day, and that's one of the reasons why I'm glad we was able to have him on. So shout out to everybody who showed positivity, and even shout out to the people who constrained themselves on the negative. It wasn't nothing too crazy in the comments. Nobody hit us up. People hit us up and saying not negative, but they expressed their feelings, and they expressed their feelings respectfully. So shout out to y'all as well.
And a good amount of them were still saying, hey, thanks for at least doing this.
Yeah. Because
like, hey, I'm not a fan of, and I disagree. I respectfully disagree. On this point. And they give a list of why, and then say, hey, thanks for doing this, though. So very, very civil. Very civil.
Yeah. And then what's mind-blowing to me is people who watched the vid, came back and was like, yo, he still did this. And I was like, hold on.
Oh, they didn't watch it.
He didn't even watch it, because if you watched it, he explained why he did that. Well, he explained this. He explained that process. Well, I don't care.
He hasn't paid any refunds, and I was like, but that's like the first thing he said. That was like the first.
That's what. Yeah, I can't respect this guy. He hasn't given no money back. Huh?
Like he just said he has.
He hasn't given no money back.
You talk to the people who are now saying that they got they're showing their refunds.
So shout out to them as well. Maybe, just shout out to those people.
If they're still around,
yeah. Shout out to them. And we
another episode, guys.
Yeah. So shout out to them. We appreciate all the love and positivity. That's what we want to do. And I looked at it from anybody, man. If it was anyone else that was going through some stuff, rather than just drag somebody's name through the dirt, let's hear both sides, figure out what's going on, and leave it at that. And then we live and learn. We either win or you learn. You either win or you learn. And that's that.
You gamble. Sometimes you lose.
Yeah. I think Studio G found, but what's that Benjamin Franklin statement? Was it? Yeah, Benjamin Franklin. He figured out multiple ways.
Yeah, you didn't fail. You just found out 100 different ways how not to do it.
Yeah, you found out 100 different ways how not to make a light bulb. Yeah. So it's perspective, extremely, but it's dope to have. It was dope to have Studio G up there. It was dope going back. And I remember, going back and watching his back in the day, watching his videos. And got a lot of people through COVID, right? Like people couldn't wait to see those custom videos. So those are some of my highlights, man. And being able to interact with a lot of people that I look up to in the community, like Cobra Pla, Studio, OG GUNPLA. I was about to say Studio G. OG GUNPLA. Been looking up to him for a minute, having New Type Tim on the pod, and we have a lot of stuff in the works for y'all, whoever's listening. We're not going to go too crazy deep dive, because I want CD to be able to talk about what he got, a little bit of his year in review, but we got We got some stuff. So make sure y'all tune in for the year anniversary next week. Giveaways, hot takes,
giveaways.
And we did
giveaways.
At this point, I want to let y'all know it's monochrome. Things we giving away is monochrome. A one color box. Whatever, if you didn't want it, missed it, whatever the case may be. No stand. You can't find these in Hobbytown. You can't find these. Guess you can't find them online. When I thought about this, everybody gave the Hobby Lobby thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that uproar that was happening a couple weeks back. It seems like it's because of Hobby Lobby's like their upbringing and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if people, political stance. But when people was like, "Oh, this is going to tear down the community because of the price," then I start thinking like, "Hold on, Barnes and Noble sells kits. Barnes and Noble sells kits for a long time. They're not a small business, right? They're a big business. I would consider Barnes and Noble big business.
Yeah, they are. They definitely are.
And they haven't really. I don't think any effects from Barnes and Noble selling kits has affected the GUNPLA community.
Barnes and Noble sells so few too, and I think
Hobby Lobby sells so few.
You feel they sell a bit more. Like Barnes and Noble sells sometimes 3 kits at most, like 2 high grades and 1 master grade, right? But like Hobby Lobby sells a bit more variety, but still not enough, in my opinion, to affect the market. I still think those smaller shops are still selling far more Gundams. New Type and like actual online stores sell far more Gundams, essentially because they're specialized, of course.
And then we think about stores like that, specialized stores. Would they be considered big business?
Specialized stores? Nah. I see big businesses as
hear me out. Correct. Correct. In the normal day-to-day, right? In the normal day-to-day, Walmart is a big business and conglomerate, but we are in a small niche. New Type is the big business.
Gundam. Within this, like the realm of
GUNPLA
hobby. Yeah, I guess that you could. Well, I guess if you wanted to label them as big business, you could, because they're very popular. But you would have to sometimes. I think it would be like meshing what popularity is and financially profitable success.
For example, little thingamajigs. Small business.
I think that's a small business. Not a lot of people.
I cannot put little thingamajigs. International. I think CD goes to International Hobby. Yeah, I forgot the one in CD in Seattle.
Yeah.
I cannot put those in the same category as New Type in USA.
New Type, yeah, and
I cannot put little thingamajigs in. USA and New Type are not small businesses compared to little thingamajigs.
I would say the little thingamajigs, since they have like 3 or 4 stores.
Yeah,
I mean, really a small business, but they're only located on the East Coast, so I mean
that makes it even smaller.
If you want to make them a big business, they're not really that big. I mean, it's weird, but like a mom and pop shop, we all know is small business, right?
Yeah,
that mom and pop shop has an internet website, and that internet website becomes popular enough. Are they then there for still a small business, or are they a big business?
I would think there'll be a big business in the
community,
community, and yeah. So when people say shop small businesses for GUNPLA, what would that be? The local little thingamajigs.
Yeah, like local stores, but like not a lot of local stores puts on events. This is the weird
convoluted. This is where it gets kind of dicey.
I would say things get a little bit meshed because we're also giving it a little bit of a bracket. We're saying within the GUNPLA community, right? If we were to expand it GUNPLA and aren't Warhammer 40K community, then everything we ever talk about is small business, except for those Warhammer 40K guys, because those Warhammer 40K guys, I mean, Michael sells it. Hobby Lobby, Hobby Lobby sells it, right? So like if you put it in just our bracket, then the definition gets a little muffy, like because we're all small stuff. But
someone
that's
what. So if somebody said, "Yo, you get your GUNPLA from here, you need to shop small business," right? I'm assuming they're only talking about small business GUNPLA.
What are people still saying? Shop small business?
No, I mean no.
Or is that
I think it's passed. I'm pretty sure it's passed.
I haven't heard that in a while.
I'm just I heard it when it came to the Hobby Lobby thing a couple weeks ago,
Mm-hmm.
and the reason that's why I'm bringing it up because I was just thinking about it. Like, wouldn't New Type be the big business in the GUNPLA community? USA Gundam would be the big business in the GUNPLA community.
In the Gundam community, yeah.
Little Thingamajigs is a small business in the Gundam community.
Yeah, they sell so few Gundams too.
And at that point, will the conglomerate stores like a Barnes & Noble, like a Target, be considered small business in the GUNPLA community? I'm not talking about in the small business realm of
like
the whole store.
Whole store. Yeah,
of course,
just
Target is not
within the hobby. Would it be considered a small?
Yeah,
business? And I would say only no, because there's always a Target there. And if you say even if they sell only this much Gunpla, it's the fact that this much Gunpla is available everywhere you go. It makes it a big business, even if it's a small amount but that small amount is just available everywhere you're at.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Instead of like Thingamajigs, where the amount it may be a little bit bigger, but there's only like 3 places you can go in the United States that has it. And I would say that'd be a smaller business.
So for us around here, I guess small business will be what Toy Meister. If Yester Toys has any, it's just hard. Cool stuff, cool stuff.
Comics,
Video Game Haven, gotcha.
Video Game Haven, yep.
So that would be our version. Yeah, that would be our version of shop small business or support small business around here. And like it's like Vulcan Hobby. Shout out to them.
Grips.
That's dope too.
We gotta get him on the pod, man. What are we doing?
We're going to. We've been BSing. Grips, get ready. Be ready. Stay ready so you don't get ready, brother. Because you're gonna get up here. We're gonna talk some business.
We had Studio G, and now we got to bring in the big guns.
Yes, sir.
Grips.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And it's
Taylor Swift. You're gonna have to wait a minute. Just keep on watching those touchdown passes.
We'll get Travis. We got to get Travis Kelce on next.
Yeah, get Travis Kelce, and he can bring his girlfriend, and then we can ask her, "Hey, do you know what a touchdown is, Taylor? Or are you just cheering for
everybody's cheering?" Right. I think that what I'm excited about too is seeing kind of going back in the year review what I like from what we've done and what's going to happen, which makes me excited, is the Undergated Podcast turned into the Undergated Network. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it went from Wednesday we're dropping one episode to we got something in the works with Coop. We got something in the works with Austen. We got something in the works with CD. We're really interactive with the community. We like today we had the quiz, the IBO quiz that was on Instagram. And that series is nuts. It's a great series. But being able to interact with people and doing it for the community is where the excitement comes from. Knowing that what drives us is making sure every Wednesday the community got something. And we always said it, the reason why we drop on Wednesdays is because it gets the middle of the week, gets you excited for something come the middle of the week. Because Wednesday's hump day, it's like, oh man,
hump day.
Yeah, we all dread that Monday through Friday kind of drag, and knowing that at least I got to Undergate it and I could chill with them. Yeah, and now
podcasts drop on Fridays because they know people are excited about the weekend, but everyone forgets about the week is
part of the day.
Work week is a tough one to get through. So
exactly. So we picked that. We picked Wednesday for the community. That's. Man, a lot of people don't know because people ask you, why don't y'all drop on Saturday morning or Saturday night? We want y'all to enjoy that time with y'all family. We want y'all to, wake up. If you have Saturday morning games, like I got little mama, she got cheerleading one day, dance one day. We want y'all to enjoy that with your families. We wind up going on Spotify. So on the commute to work Thursday or the commute home from work Wednesday, you're like, I could take a break. I could take a listen. I could relax for a little bit. And that's for the community, all for the community. So that's one reason why we're doing this giveaway, is to give back to y'all. So make sure you follow, make sure you subscribe, get your ducks in a row now, because we keeping the rules basic. Keeping the rules kind of basic. So subscribe, follow, like we tell y'all every week. People might have been entered in twice from interactions, right? Because that's the type of thing we want. We want natural, organic support. We don't want support, or not. We'll accept support. I'm not saying we don't want support, but you just coming for the giveaway. We see the people that comment every video. We see the people who interact on IG. We see y'all. So we're not forgetting about y'all. So definitely make sure you follow us on IG. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Oh yeah, big dog. Oh yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Whole enchilada. All we have to do is put the sauce on it now.
That's it. And then we got a lot more coming for y'all. So stay tuned next week for that episode. We're gonna let y'all know what we have in the works, because we want to keep the ball rolling, right? If not season 2 episode 1 or year 2 episode 1, it's going to be episode 53, 54, 50. We're going to grind like we're still at episode 0. So definitely make sure y'all subscribe, make sure y'all follow, and stay tuned for
it might be a beach episode or a hot springs episode. Thanks for subscribing, everybody.
That's Austen. That's Austen. And make sure you go check out the homie Vulcan Hobby. Don't forget, use the code Undergate10. VulcanHobby.com, since we want to talk about shop small business. VulcanHobby.com, the Undergate10. Get 10% off. We don't get no proceeds. We don't get anything. We just want to make sure we have somebody who's plugged in with the community. Yeah, if we got proceeds, if we got all of that, we use the same code y'all use. And when we order stuff from Vulcan, we don't get no money back. We don't look for no money back because he's a small business. How will we look? So,
shoot. Or what are your pickups today? Well, got this and this and this. That's what it would be like, everybody.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Oh, guys, bad news. Vulcan closed down. Apparently, we have 98% of their stock.
So hit us up if y'all looking for anything. Right?
Start giving an 11% code off.
Right. But I will leave it on this note. Going back, reflect. Be grateful for what you have. Don't worry about what you don't have. Reflect. People sit down, and if you're breathing, you watching this video, you made it to see another day. And I say this on my work calls every day. People say, "Oh, how you doing today, Anthony?" I can't complain. I'm breathing. At the end of the day, I can't complain. I'm breathing. I'm Coop. That's Austen. CD was here earlier. Make sure y'all hit up CD as well. We're the Undergated, never underrated. Until next time. Peace. Good one, bro.